Here at Safe Harbor Financial in Daphne with our financial expert, Jim Bird. Jim, good to see you.
Good to see you, Joe.
Today we're talking about the market, but before we completely dive into that, I understand you've got a dollar sitting out there, and why do you have that dollar?
Let me ask you, what is this to you?
Well, it's a dollar. It's symbolic of money. That's what it looks like.
Well, that's wrong, Joe. This is your entire retirement savings that you've saved your whole life for.
Let's hope by that point I actually have more than a dollar, but we'll go with it. All right.
It's symbolic. Symbolic.
Sure.
Well, first off, we've got to allow for taxes, because you got to pay your taxes, right?
I guess so, or else they put you in the slammer, right?
So we're going to take part out of taxes, right?
I don't like that.
We've also got to be prepared for Medicare.
Yep.
Medicare costs. We got to take Medicare out of this. Okay.
Now
we know there's a thing called inflation.
Yep.
Right. Inflation is coming about big time. Okay. We got this left. Okay. Now, Joe, we and our kids may come home. They want their inheritance before.
I do have two kids, yeah. So I guess we got to help them out a little bit. What are you doing to me?
This is your retirement, Joe.
Oh boy.
So it's my job to make sure this doesn't happen to you, that you're well prepared for retirement, you don't lose your money in the stock market or to bad investments, whatever, and you save enough money for your retirement.
Well, why don't you, let me see what I can do with that. I'll try to invest that at a later date. But hey, that's kind of what we're talking about today. As I mentioned, we are talking about the stock market, and you've got some good insight into what is going on right now with that market.
Well, I've been talking doom and gloom, Joe, about market, and a lot of people think, oh, he's just trying to get people scared. Mm-hmm. But here's some facts that people might need to know. Okay, when the market is down the first 5 days of January, mm-hmm. okay, it's a 50-50 chance that the market's going to be down. As compared to 5 positive days, it's a 74% chance that it's going to be up. Okay, now I know that may not make sense to a lot of people, so I'm going to put it, the Stock Traders Almanac has said when the market's down in January, and they're right 81.6% of the time.
It's a high percentage.
Okay, that the S&P, when it's up, it's gained 13%, but when the market's down in January, the market has fallen 2.3% on an average. And that's a big drop. It may not sound like a lot, but that's a big drop.
And for the folks who don't watch the market all the time, the market is down so far this year.
Well, it is down. It's down, and it's been very volatile. It's had sharp increases and decreases. And see, that worries folks. If their income is dependent upon the market, they don't need to be in the market. Okay, so I'm not telling everybody to run, get all your money out of the market. I'm saying if you cannot afford to lose the money in the market, you don't need to be in the market. Okay, if it bothers you, like a lot of my clients, it bothers them. Or if they're in retirement, they're worried about running out of money before they run out of years to live. See, so that worries people. So I have safe places to put people in that they will not lose money, and they don't have to get CD rates or money market or saving account rates to do it.
Well, before we look at that, what about the people who will come to say to you, Jim, I just watched the State of the Union. We heard that the economy is great, everything's booming. What do you say to someone like that?
Well, Washington and the stock market want people to believe everything's rosy and good, but if it was good, what would the government be printing, trillions of dollars worth of money, mm-hmm. Bonds and money, and why would college kids be having a hard time finding jobs, or you believe Obamacare is good? There's a lot of things that you got to take in consideration that you got to look. I read an article the other day that tore up Obama's speech and explained the myths that was in the speech. So, the economy is not fixed. It's not good.
Well, what you do want people to know, Jim, though, is that you are an expert in retirement planning, and that's why you guys are here. So if anybody has any questions about how to get through perhaps these tough times ahead, they can just give you a call, right?
Just call me or go to our website, safeharborfin.com. Call us, 625-1226, or 877-251-1984, which is on the website, by the way. And come to our seminars. Our seminars, Joe, are filling up in a day and a half. We're full with a waiting list.
You don't want this to happen to you. Thanks a lot, Jim.
Thank you, Joe.